These 4 terms in recruitment, using them as Boolean search functionality has served me for years in recruitment, and it's made everything so much easier. Searching for candidates, searching for clients, finding lead lists, finding lists of guest attendees at events. It's just been endless. And to me, from the conversations that I've been having, it seems like Boolean searching is just a dying skill in recruitment. And I thought I'd make this video just to explain the 4 most basic, simplest elements within Boolean searching that will just help you for a long time. And if you can get this right, all of this will help with setting up automations, with setting up AI. Like, the accuracy that you can get with a Boolean search is completely different to what you would get with a traditional search. By Boolean search, it makes it so much more specific. It's like searching on Google for something really specific that you're looking for. It's so much easier when you know exactly what you're looking for. I want to explain it to you. There's 4 core components to a Boolean search. I want you to think of it like a Google search, okay? So if you do a Google search for Spanish tap dancer, okay? Let's just do a Google search for that. I'm going to do these a little bit later on as well, or I might not. But either way, if you did a Google search for Spanish tap dancer, that's going to bring through X amount of results. If I did a Google search for Spanish tap dancer and we want them to speak French, so they must have the word French on there, that's going to bring through a completely different result. If I did Spanish tap dancer and French and we're looking for them on LinkedIn, it'll bring through a completely different result. And if we're looking for all of this, by all means, paste this into Google on LinkedIn. So a Spanish tap dancer who speaks French on LinkedIn, and they must not have another language, English. Okay. They do not speak English. Okay. Makes it a little bit more refined. So the idea here is the more refined you are in terms of what you want, what you don't want, and what you're flexible on, it all makes a difference. So now we're looking for a Spanish tap dancer who speaks French, is on LinkedIn, does not speak English, or, and we can put this into brackets, doesn't speak English or German. Right. This is going to bring through a well-refined result. Now, I'm giving an example here which is a little bit far-fetched, but now let's apply this into recruitment. If you're looking for an engineer, a special type of consultant, an accountant, a very specific job title, and you want them to have a certain language ability or even a very particular skill set. Sometimes having, for example, searching for an accountant is one thing, but searching for an accountant that is also accredited with ACCA is completely different. And then it's an accountant with that accreditation in a certain location makes it so much more specific. An accountant with that accreditation in a given location and has experience working with a certain type of client makes it so much more specific. Now, when you take these searches, you can put them into Twitter, into LinkedIn, into Google, into Facebook, and these searches, running a Boolean search, is just going to help you find everything to a much higher level of accuracy than what you would do if you didn't use a Boolean search. So if I put in all of this, let's just say I put in Spanish tap dancer. I'm just going to Google this, see what happens. Okay. Spanish tap dancer. Great. We've got a YouTube video and we have over 10 pages of results. It doesn't give me a total number anymore, but let me do this one. Let's see what this brings up. So we have a tap dancer who is Spanish and is on LinkedIn and does not speak English or German. I'm not going to attempt to pronounce this person's name, but I think we have found somebody who has that skill set. So you can imagine you're looking for somebody, send him this video. Somebody send him this video. If you're looking for somebody really specific, I mentioned accountants, think engineers. You can really narrow in on the specific skill set that you want, the location that you want, and everything becomes so much easier. If I put in quotation marks on here, this is also going to completely change the results. In fact, I'm going to put that on another line, just so you can see the difference between them. If I go Spanish tap dancer, Don't ask why I'm thinking about Spanish tap dancers, but either way, let's put this into it. Oh, we're probably going to get a completely different result. Spanish, yeah, it's trying to verify everything. It's got as close as it could. Same profile has turned up again, but we've got a Boolean search here, and it doesn't do it anymore. Google used to show how many results you get, but can't see that on the screen at all anymore. Anyway, point being, the results were different because we added in the quotation marks here. Now, the quotation marks mean it has to be spelt exactly like that. In fact, let me give you another example. If I spell it wrong, watch what happens. If I go Spanish tap dancer who speaks French, LinkedIn, and let's put English and German with a Z at the end. Okay, watch what this comes back with. It's already recognizing it that it's not wrong, that it's wrong, and it struggles to pull through as many results on LinkedIn, even though we put LinkedIn on there specifically. Even if I go onto LinkedIn specifically, and I put in that exact search in there, I'd be surprised if we get much of a result. So on LinkedIn, nothing like that. So if I look at the actual search and I replace this with French and spell it correctly, now we get some results. So that means there is nobody on LinkedIn that has spelt French incorrectly. Okay? I could put a space in there. All of a sudden it should get 0 results. Nobody spelled it like that. Everything inside quotation marks has to be exactly as you've put it in there. If you spell it wrong, if it's not right, if it's completely inaccurate, it will come through with a completely different result. So you can see when I searched for it earlier, as soon as I put it into LinkedIn and I spelt it wrong, it deliberately gave me completely different results. And in this case, gave me 0 results. You can use Boolean searching on LinkedIn, on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Google. And when you're looking for something super specific, I'm giving the example in recruitment, but literally anything, something super specific and you know exactly what you're looking for, Boolean searching is one of the best things I actually ever learned in recruitment. And it served me well. And given the skill that I have in Boolean searching, I've been able to find candidates, clients, and things that I've been looking for online with excruciating detail just by using Boolean searching. If you don't already know this, look into Boolean searching. It will save you so much time, energy, and effort when you're looking for something specific in recruitment. That's all for now.